Welcome to the Hoystory on Air broadcast. It's season 2, episode 20, I believe. It is Monday, May 18th, 2026. School year's winding down. This is going to be a quick one. I say that and then I rant for a while, but we'll see how this goes. So here's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Luigi Mangione was in court today. So this is a state case. The judge there says the murder weapon's admissible, but some of the other things that they found in his backpack is not, because they didn't get a search warrant ahead of time, and so that was part of an illegal search. Not sure how much this really matters. He's guilty of sin. I mean, it's not a question, do they have the wrong guy? I mean, he's proud of it. His supporters appear to be proud of it. Judge Gregory Caro's written ruling posted ahead of the hearing Monday. He agreed with the defense argument that a search of Mangione's backpack at McDonald's was unconstitutional because it had been moved away from arm's reach. However, he found that a subsequent search of the bag at the police station was lawful. During that search, an officer found the handgun allegedly used, we've got to do this, but in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, 50. He also found that most of Mangione's statements to police in Pennsylvania would be admissible, except for some made about his alleged fake ID after police read him his Miranda warning. Okay. I got a feeling we're going to get more satisfaction from the federal case against him than the state case. But this isn't like, do we have the wrong person? We got the right person. But he's good looking. This is like the Tsarnaev Boston Marathon bomber all over again. Rolling Stone, put his picture famously on their cover, and he's cute and angsty. And so that brings out the stupid. I want to thank Molly Crane Newman from the New York Daily News for posting this stuff. These are some of the... these ones are journalists. They're not journalists. They are activists. But they went through the process of getting badges from New York City, which apparently gives them out like candy. You'll note the woman on the left has a little Mangione picture on her shirt there. You'll notice right behind her, there is another person we'll call idiot, don't know who it is, dressed up as Luigi from Mario Brothers, but, big fan of Luigi Mangione. This here is Lena Weisbrot. And let's hear what she has to say about the case.
Especially because our government and these health insurance companies, they're literally stealing our money and using it to kill us. Like, come on. The American people need to stand up for themselves. It's about time. It's beyond time. Yeah.
That's stupid. And I'm being charitable here. That's stupid. The health insurance companies are taking our money and using it to kill us. No, they aren't. No, they aren't. But you live in this milieu long enough, you get really stupid. Here's her friend on the left, Ashley Rojas. Again, thank you to the New York Daily News reporter for getting this stuff, because you want to see just how evil and despicable these people are. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. So now we're going to hear from Ashley Rojas.
So are you reporting on this trial?
Yeah, we're at this press since it's very obvious that legacy media has some sort of agenda against Luigi Mangione and his supporters, and we're here to prove that we have the power as the people to get the public informed.
What are your issues with the media coverage?
Well, it's mostly the suppression of what's been going on, everything from not even mentioning how we had an illegal cavity searched on it on a forgery charge. I have yet to see any news outlet whatsoever report on that, and also the fact that most of this evidence was unlawfully obtained. The chain of custody was broken, and that's just the truth of the matter, and it's horrible because the only person that ends up suffering is Luigi Mangione and
The only person who ends up suffering is not Luigi Mangione. He has not suffered a bit yet Brian Thompson has suffered. His family has suffered. But this moral midget, an illegal cavity search. I hate to break this to you, idiot. He gets sentenced to prison. Not saying this is right, but he's going to have other illegal cavity searches by big guys named Bubba. Okay? She doesn't care. She said she's spouting this stuff. Oh, I'm a journalist. She's not a journalist. She's an activist. I'm not one to bash bloggers, having been one, but at least I got a moral compass of some sort. This woman, scary. Absolutely scary. It's... Then they held kind of a press conference, because you often see journalists holding kind of press conferences here. So we've got Ashley Rojas again. We've turned the camera vertically so we can do some social media here apparently, but let's take a listen to this one.
His children are better off without him. They need to learn to not be like their dad and enjoy the blood money, kids.
That's Lena Royce-Broad. She, again, is very happy that this guy is dead. And it's better off that he's dead, according to her. This woman is evil. I'm going to put this up on, the regular social media, YouTube and X and all those other things where you can usually find my stuff, especially Substack. Subscribe to my Substack. When I do like shorts for YouTube that I call people evil, because she's evil, those don't seem to get as much traction in the automatic algorithm as when I say they're stupid. So she's not evil. She's stupid. This is despicable. Oh, his kids are better off. No, they aren't. No, they aren't. And I hesitate to describe the mind that says that this is okay. So look some more. We're back to Ashley Rojas starting out and then going on to Lena Weisbrot. These are all moral midgets.
Okay, with someone like Brian Thompson being around and that being a part of our society, that says more about you as a person, because you look absolutely monstrous defending someone like that who participates in social murder. That's what we're mass.
She's talking about how this is evil. You shouldn't feel sorry for Brian Thompson because he was doing social murder, whatever that is. Maybe she's socially killing brain cells in her head. I don't know. This is just stupid. And let's continue with the idiocy.
Social murder. He's responsible for more deaths than Osama bin Laden.
The head of an American healthcare company is responsible for more deaths than Osama bin Laden. You can't fix stupid. These people vote. These people exist. This is, in a just and beautiful, perfect world, even an imperfect world, she'd probably be in a mental institution because this is nuts. Let's continue.
And I remember Americans celebrating when Osama bin Laden was killed. It's not.
Yes, we did, because he was evil. And Brian Thompson, the head of the CEO of a healthcare company, is not evil. Okay? He's not Jeffrey Epstein. And I'm not even sure Jeffrey Epstein would deserve that. And he did a whole heck of a lot more evil than... Now we're going to get to, and I hate to stereotype it, now we're going to get to Dumb Blonde. Dumb Blonde's the next one, because she's going to follow up on this with a Second Amendment analysis. Let's take a listen.
It's not like we don't understand heroic violence or like when violence is good.
Heroic violence. Luigi Mangione murdering a man shooting him in the back is heroic violence. What books did she ever read that she got this idea?
That's like, as America gets.
I mean, why do we protect the Second Amendment so much? Is it to allow people to shoot up schools, or is it for us to protect our democracy?
Well, I'm not sure she's making the argument she thinks she's making. Dumb blonde. Because the argument she thinks she's making involves using the Second Amendment against people like her. Because Luigi Mangione was not defending democracy, ladies and gentlemen. He was killing someone in his deluded mind he thought was doing wrong as the head of a healthcare company. That's not the way democracy works. Let's go back to this, see if I can follow up. Here we go.
I think it's to protect our democracy. It's not saying, we should all take up arms, but when your democracy is eroded and there's no other option, like, what are we meant to do?
Not kill healthcare company officials. Because that has nothing to do with democracy, frankly. But these idiots play these games, they picture themselves as heroes. They're evil. This is the other thing that was going around a little bit later this afternoon. Joyce Carol Oates, a talented writer and a moral imbecile. Sad that a young man traded his life for the life of a corporate executive who was immediately replaced by an identical corporate executive who, if removed, note the euphemism here, if removed. The guy was murdered, okay? If removed. You'd think that someone who's made her living on language would use it accurately, would be replaced by an identical corporate executive, and so to infinity, since the evil isn't the individual component, but the larger entity, the corporation. Corporation isn't evil. It's providing health insurance. It's providing health care to people. We've all got complaints. It's amazing that we're still having this after Barack Obama's Obamacare supposedly fixed all this, right? This is going to solve, Affordable Care Act is going to solve all these problems. It hasn't. Single payer isn't going to solve all these problems either. You look at what it looks like in Canada, that doesn't solve their problems. You think it's bad now? Wait till you think healthcare is expensive now? I believe it was PJ O'Rourke said. Wait until it's free. That's all I've got. We've got a problem in this country, ladies and gentlemen, with evil and people excusing evil because their politics agrees with it. This is not a good thing. This is a bad thing. In a just world, those three women would be shamed and would be unemployable probably for the rest of their lives. Instead, it's someone like me who's kind of unemployable. We won't get into that. If you are interested, go to my Substack, go to the very first post, scroll all the way to the back, all the way to the bottom or whatever. Very first post, interesting stories there. In the meantime, buy my book. It's up there. Link to it. Also available on audiobook. Subscribe to my Substack, all other jazz. Tell your friends, share with your friends. I watching those videos and seeing this kind of cult of Mangione this is depressing, ladies and gentlemen. Our society should not be this way. And yet there's far too many people that agree with Dumb, Dumber, and Dumbest than there should be. Way to fix it, education would be nice. Thing is, I suspect those three have a lot of education. A lot of dumb education, too much of dumb education, but they've got it nonetheless. Again, follow me. Thanks for joining me. We'll do this again soon. Bye.